ability, but synergizes better with Shadow Fiend as well. And I think with Undying walking around the map, you can probably do a lot more things with Darkseer.
Yeah.
Since Undying is not exactly a Spirit Breaker, can similarly in a sense that he can just run at you and not really care about what you have. Nice pickup on the Darkseer.
Yeah, you know, he's got the nice benefit just in case necessary. A long range Fiend's Grip. Vacuum can have a pretty damn big AoE, could help cancel it a bit. So that, you know, it's nice. It also relieves Shadow Fiend and Undying. I mean, we got 3 mech candidates as it is right now. I wonder if NaVi just consider building on top of this and getting the, you know, the classic come together and let's just push down objective kind of a lineup here and not look to press things too late for someone like Ditya-Ra. But we just know Ditya-Ra to be someone who can also farm out of control and pull later on. And Virtus.Pro managed to creep in a dazzle here, Claire, and you know it's a very good, scary start here. I mean, you're talking about spitling heal bombs now, a possibility.
Oh yeah, those are always nice.
Very scary. And they have a great Roche lineup now, both between Dazzle and Bane. They are medallion candidate, and this is looking pretty nice for Virtus.Pro here. Is there a way maybe they could take advantage of the fact that they've already made the commitment to the Dazzle and Bane? Maybe they're not known to be too aggressive at the start. Yeah, they'll probably hang around the mid lane and have an advantage there a bit, but you know, we know where Broodmother's going to be. Maybe there's a way that NaVi can use this to their benefit and roll something a bit different. So I don't know, like a bounty hunter, anything to just kind of take advantage of what Virtus.Pro have shown so far.
More than taking advantage, I think they might be forced to do something like a gyrocopter. And one of the reasons why I say that is because I feel like VP really want that hero this game.
Oh man,
it's very good against Darkseer, not only with Dazzle against Darkseer as well, but if they get in a dual lane scenario where they want to put the Dazzle with the Broodmother, and VP have done this where FNG just goes on the Dazzle with the Broodmother in lane and try to get this heal bomb going from minute 1, then it's just a standalone support that can standalone carry that can do relatively well against Darkseer, especially with the Bane's help anyway, and still farm up quite nicely. And always very potent against Undying. You can hit the Tombstone and hit all the zombies. So it might be that they need some sort of a deny pick, and they're just gonna offer the Wind Ranger instead. Another, again, probably a Dendi hero, something that he's played quite well last game, but I feel like he was just too ambitious with expectations. See if he gets caught out for it this time. They do have a stronger teamfight lineup with a lot more presence.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's hard to blame the guy. Dendi, one of the most renowned mid lane players in the history of Dota, but that was back when it was, you know, the flashy kind of, you know, mid laners and typically one-on-ones. Now it's these mid lane cores, and it's always a dual lane. It's always a freaking 2-on-2, and Dendi's like, I don't like that. This is not how I like to play. And hey, man, you made the call, and now you're not gonna grab up the gyrocopter. Virtus.Pro are like, thank you very much. This is looking like a scary VP draft. Very comfortable for them. Silent, as we know, he may be new to the roster, but he is not new to this hero, man. So he's just going to do what he does.
I really think this game really caters to gyrocopter pick. Both drafts cater. Well, Wind Ranger particularly doesn't care too much about gyro because obviously the way she against every other hero. Blink, Shackle, Aghanim, Smoke are equals dead most of the time. This time you're going up not only against Dazzle, who can save the target, or you can target or disrupt the Windrunner Bean's Grip. Gyro also has Rocket Barrage, which forces Windrunners to always stay out of. And with Blink, sometimes not that easy. Gyro is also a very fast hero. So I think, as you said, man, like both teams are kind of going for comfort heroes, but I feel like VP's more experienced with their line of comfort heroes than NaVi are with theirs. So
yeah,
since they pick up the Lina now, it looks like it's their support. Oneko's hero. And I kind of doubted already, to be honest. I thought that they needed something like Silencer to deal with Dazzle as well as Bane. But it's hard to run it into a Broodmother, so I can understand that they want some AoE. But it's still a very squishy hero with slow movement speed, susceptible to dying, very easily to nuke. So I don't know. There's no setup stun for the Lina either.
Yeah, I'm curious if it's going to be part of sort of aggro plan they want to do, where, you know, they would probably love to get the hopeful matchup of putting Darkseer against the Brood, maybe in a one-on-one bottom lane, and then they could just put a try together at the top with the Undying Lina, and Well, I suppose the Wind Ranger at that point. I'm very curious to see how Navi are going to be plotting this one out. Maybe they have something up their sleeve. They might need something up their sleeve to throw Virtus.Pro off their game because they're already going to be in their comfort zone with this draft. Now, all they need is some way to stop this possible Shadow Fiend mid laner. I love the ban on the Viper from Navi. I thought that would have been a very nice option for G here. But now, without being able to reach back for the Queen of Pain, do we get the Precious G Invoker, maybe? What other options are there for him to go against this, Mr. Fiend in the mid lane, if it is going to be him?
I think, well, Queen of Pain is banned, but even if the option was there, I don't think DP would have popped it, just because of how squishy Quap can be against the lineup like what they have. Definitely a possibility. I'd actually feel that Invoker, like a Quap Specs Invoker, complements VP's lineup really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
So it might seem like they kind of lack damage because it's all on the Gyrocopter, but their lane setup is good enough that they can get their initial farm out. And there you go.
I love it. I love it. G coming out here. It's not really common cards as far as mid laners go, but he has had to pull it out at a time of need. And I remember back at Nanyang, the first time I got to see him do it in a while, I was very, very impressed. So, based on draft alone, it's hard for me not just right away favor Virtus.Pro. They pull out the early crafty Broodmother. It forces Navi to reply a bit with it. They get Darkseer. I can't help but question whether the synergy and the big words like composition are going to be all working out for them. It seems like, and initially they wanted to have a come together, push down objective lineup, but maybe now it's more emphasis just on having a strong start in the laning phase. Mm-hmm. Depending on how they do lane it up, our style is already on the Undying here, so something is going to be a bit interesting here. I'm just curious to see what it is, and if Virtus.Pro are going to be ready to make changes if necessary.
I think the shift towards that focus in the early game and just doing well in the lanes is definitely the right approach here. Again, VP's lineup though, it's really, really hard to put late game, especially if G gets a good start. Squad's Invoker is going to be likely top 3 net worth throughout the entire game. That's going to be hard for Navi to push to again. The Empower potential and the EMP potential with the Tornado, so scary on heroes like Undying and Darkseer. We're so reliant on that mana.
Oh yeah, even Soniko, little support Soniko, he gets hit by that, and next thing you know, your Lena's not going to be able to offer her Laguna at all, or much of her combo to begin with. I would say every
hero on Navi actually is pretty weak to with boss, except Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. And the Invoker just kind of fills that spot nicely, where he's even in range, he's got quick attack speed, if necessary, to bring down something like a Tombstone. I mean, it's hard to fault Virtus.Pro in the draft they have so far, but maybe the spirit of Navi will be strong enough to carry them into a victory here, because they will need it. It's game number 2 now of Navi going against Virtus.Pro. Virtus.Pro take this series 2-0. They have secured their spot going to the LAN final in Belarus, and Navi will have to work their way through a last chance 4-team bracket, which I don't think any of these teams want to have to do. So Navi will need to get a win here and next if they want to be able to get the straight invite to the LAN. So as things begin already, we got to find out which team might have the better level 1, and it looks like they both feel pretty confident here. Split up is going to be Virtus.Pro, and they may need to pull off. It looks like they will. This will secure Dendi the top rune. Bottom one is going to be snagged up from DK Phobos. Almost was a 2-rune grab there from Navi, but the Brood was able to kind of pick it up for himself.
Of course, he did take a lot of damage for it. Life points went down, but he'll be region up quite decently with this. He actually picked up the Ring of Region right away because of the bounty rune. How nice is that?
Very, very nice. Well, they got the lane matchup they're asking for. They put Darkseer in the bottom lane, as expected, or at least as they expected. It is going to be Broodmother as his opponent, and they'll be able to kind of have a strong start, but it looks like they are even going to rotate over that early heal bomb here. Lil has been flirting, and, Akmo could get caught out very quickly. It's going to be a slow start for Phobos, though. He needs to get that level 3 before he can feel a bit more comfortable, and obviously if you get that soul ring, things become a lot easier. But Akmo be careful as well. Now he sees that Lil is going to be nearby, and things might not be as easy as he expected.
Akmo is actually pretty okay for at least until Broodmother's level. Other links don't really put pressure on her, especially Shell, and of course we have this problem where you can't heal bomb the Darkseer to drop half his life points right away, then he's probably going to just die with the Shell. So they really have to be worried on both sides. In the meantime, the dual lane on mid is still coming in strong. Yeah,
it's so much that, already Navi have recognized that Silence alone top lane. They tried their best to bully him back with the Undying here, because this, I mean, this is like I say, like if you look at NaVi's side, if this was a pub and I didn't know who they were, I thought they were mid laners fighting over the mid lane. Like it was just, it's like no one wants to give up their dignity to just step off and not hand the lane over. But it's Sonico trying his best using that crazy long range of Lina, poking him back. And obviously we know Bane is one of the best mid lane contenders as it stands. So Dendi gonna get cold snapped a bit here on the way back and looking to intercept FNG. Not gonna get close enough for a nightmare or any sort of sap damage. So they continue to go back and forth, and Sonico will do the job making the stacks here on the side for your Shadow Fiend. Nothing too surprising about that, but
that was actually really close. If the cold snap instance procced once more on Dendi, he would have been frozen there for like half a second. Allowed FNG to sleep him for 80 more damage, coming out it's pure damage by the way on Nightmare. Probably finish him off. But the situation holds that doesn't happen that way.
And we still will wait for our first blood, but G7 and OCS now. Dendi still strong and out in front at 10-3 here. We'll eat another cold snap, just a little bit of trading back and forth. They are going to be forced to split the XP. Dendi very low here. FNG wanted to creep in. They changed targets here. Sidestep of the raise. Dendi is salving up, and it looks like Sonico will be able to get off the LSA. But it is just getting very hot here in the mid lane. Both teams, looking to get any sort of solo XP. They want to ensure that they get the most CS as possible. But there's a problem brewing here, possibly in the bottom lane, though. Clairvoyance. Axmo is starting to get taken advantage of ever since Dazzle showed up. He is now stuck at 3 CS. Brood is 16-6, and is just look at the sitting behind the tower. The disrespect. Yeah, he's taking over this lane.
When Broodmother hits 3, this is what you can expect, especially with a Dazzle being around the area. You creep wave, and if Dazzle's here, of course, because of the heal bomb potential, the Darkseer can just die. You can't actually show these creeps either, because Broodmother will kill him fast to these.
And I don't remember.
Oh, when he shot one of the Broodlings, that's a nice move.
Oh yeah, that's when you have to test the player's micro. He's like, I gotta get that one guy out of there. I know Phobos doesn't like it. It's like, yeah, he's a pretty good micro player, but you don't want to have to be tested every time. So Axmo's just trying to be cheeky. I don't remember. I'm sure he started off this laning stage with the help of a Sentry Ward, I imagine. But I guess with Lil being around, he probably got the Sentry Ward down. And poor Darkseer now is just kind of stuck in the dark. And this is where Sonico may have to come into play. He doesn't personally hold a Sentry himself, though, so there might not be any problems here for DK Phobos in the near future. In fact, it's good enough that Dazzle's already going to be rotating out and heading towards the top lane. Silent needs that extra bit of help. He goes down. It's a nice catch there for Artstyle. Undying is able to charge in with the help of Ditya, and they're able to get the grab, and they might get another here. Another power shot to fly through. This time Lil still holds the grave and looks like we'll be fine.
Yeah, it was somewhat of how it seemed like for a moment there. I think Artstyle, if he decided to not back so far out, he might have been able to right-click Dazzle and force out a grave or something, but now Ditya, he might be in trouble.
FNG comes in from behind. He has the DD, so he wants to soften him up a bit, but oh, the juking and jiving from Ditya. He hides himself within the brief bit of fog and will not be put to sleep here from FNG. Nice little moves right there.
Wow, I think FNG actually screwed that up a bit. He definitely should have anticipated. If he walked any way towards the right side, he would have gotten fogged, and sure enough, he actually walked toward. Mistake, but again, Ditya did recognize the situation and play that best he could.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you want to try to be as efficient as possible. It's like, if I can get maybe 2 right clicks with his DD, it will secure the kill for sure. But because he took the time to get those auto techs off, and as you said, wasn't in a great position, the opportunity will leave, and we will still see action top lane. They're making a move here. Backup's going to be coming from both sides, though, as they make their advancement onto Silent. Lil shows up, and who's coming in from behind? It's going to be Artstyle now. Starts dishing out those flesh stacks. Meanwhile, Sonico is going to be going down, but we'll keep action here as Artstyle starting to get a lot of damage from the rocket barrage, looking to make it away. And it looks like he will be able to make it out safe and sound here. But on the up and above, yeah, Sonico is going to be the one casualty here for NaVi.
And in the meantime, DK Phobos actually gets another solo kill on Axmo. He's going in again, and Axmo is going to have to surge out of this one. He is putting on so much pressure against the Darkseer. Just a little bit of Dazzle help early on.
This is a big problem. 34-6, and Darkseer at 15. Maybe has had the benefit of a couple extra Spiderling kills, but that is not enough. Here, this Broodling, it looks like he's going right for an Orchid, the double Sobi mask, if you will, there, Claire. But, I don't know. And now a tower. NaVi are just like, we don't want to have to deal with this lane right now. They're trying to treat it like people used to treat techies. It's just like, just avoid it. the problem may go away in itself, but I don't know if you could do that with a Broodling all the time.
So the problem grows, man.
Yeah.
Oh, are these gonna...
Ooh.
Oh, that was still a nice kill. Yeah, he got some spiders out of it. I was thinking maybe Dandy would race faster, and that would have been a huge load of gold.
Been a little bit of a struggle for Silent this game. He's 1-1, did drop that first blood, but he's back now. He has FNG by his side here. Nice stacks to work through, and Raw does have to play this one a bit cautiously on that side. And uh-oh, mid lane, they're making a move for G. A Tombstone committed for it. Lil quickly gets the turnaround here, an early cold snap, and now they're going to get an extra bit of gold. Oh, Soul Rip not coming in time. I don't think it would have mattered nonetheless, as they're going to secure themselves an extra 100 gold. So that's a Navi attempted gank. And all that came out of it was Virtus.Pro getting an extra 100 gold.
Navi, of course, I think Archon did use his TP there as well, and did it wrong. I think he's gonna get run down here. This is the problem. Even with win range, win run, and all these things, you can't really survive the counter.
Oh, Dendy! Okay, at that same moment, mid lane, you know, a tornado attempted EMP, but Dendy sidestepped the other direction, was able to get the turnaround, a nice raise connected, and G was not able to survive. A nice turnaround for them, a needed one, but still, every time I help myself to this bottom lane, I just can't help but feel a bit icky. It's still Broodmother, still a problem. Already has an Oblivion Staff, almost has the second one complete. The jungle is now hers. Navi need a serious exterminator here. Oh, they're looking to sweep in. Oh, the heal!
Oh my god,
the heal!
that bomb.
Oh, Dendy's dead. Oh my god. The spider's a problem.
Yeah, that's not fair, man. That is not fair.
Oh, and right at that moment we catch just the end right there. Silence able to make the move onto Archstyle and the Uh-oh. Navi pulling everything together here at the top lane. And look at that! A snipe kill. So neat connect with the Dragon Slave, and at least they'll get Silent down. Silent is just around that 1 second too long, and not a small punish there, but I don't know. This is looking like another tough test for Navi even in game 2.
Oh, look, the support is coming in from Dendy at mid here.
EMP and pull to sidestep it. Nice two-man connection, but they did get the tornado off. Laguna's going to go out, but quickly cancel out with the wave. They put Dendy to sleep, so he's not off. He's not there to offer any sort of assistance, and both teams will kind of just go back to a bit of a stalemate here. So it's very, very touch and go here. Both teams really getting hot and heavy. I think Navi almost getting, I want to say, more aggressive than they should be, or should they be this aggressive there at this point in time? And where should their attention be? I mean, you want to initially say that maybe they should put some attention towards this bottom lane, but do they really have a say in the matter at all? And well,
honestly, I think most of their attention should be top right now. Just let bottom go. Let Darkseer Iron Shell the best. Speaking of bottom, he caught way out in nowhere's land.
Guess trying to do one of those very deep wards that proved out so well in game 1. This time, I mean, they have a ward down right here, so he gets one down, but obviously he will lose his own life. Looks like he got a sentry down on the high ground. I don't think that blocks the camp, right? I'm not sure, but we'll see. In the meantime, though, Navi are able to get themselves another kill, but the Broodmother now has an Orchid. Anyone coming bottom lane,
oh,
better
and
be
G's coming in here. Arsenal so dead.
Yep. And they sweep in to get the quick undying kill. They want more. They want to get a hold of Ditya, and G connects with a tornado. Looks to body block from the front. Sets up Silent with a good rocket barrage here. Dendy shows up, and FNG puts him right to sleep. Now, they don't want to make a go between the three of them on Dendy. They don't have enough ready yet. They don't want to get caught out with any bad raises, but still a big fight for Virtus.Pro. Still DK Phobos doing work here on the bottom lane all the meanwhile. And
oh, Dendy walking into the woods here is not the right idea.
He should know there were still 3 members over there. Nicely timed with the sleep and then the EMP. Arcel is going to be forced to show up as the paramedic here. Gets a nice heal off. Going for tornado snipe. Not going to be able to connect onto Dendy. He is hit with the urn, and he is barely alive, but he will stay alive as he whimpers his way all the way back to the base here. Navi still hold this top lane. This is all space, of course, for that DK Phobos Broodmother now in the bottom lane. I mean, how many TPs did they bring to the top lane, and do they have anyone to assist bottom now? I mean, I don't think DK Phobos might just be able to take this over. Well, Sonic goes around, but he can't get close. He'll die.
Not already, of course.
Oh, man.
Not already. He's already got the orchids. Now he's pressuring the tower, and of course, poor little Snake. I think he recognizes that Phobos has the orchid, so he probably can't walk up. In the meantime, top lane again.
Yep, they're just bull rushing forward. They get that first takedown of art style here. So Nico gets in time for the Laguna, gets put to sleep, and the Grave comes up, keeps Silent alive. That tower almost takes him down, but they get him. The power shot connection from Dityarod's gonna be enough to drop Silent, and now Dendi rushing forward, tries to dish off the raises, but Virtus.Pro are able to make themselves out. But Clairvoyance, look at the bottom lane. Look at the spider. She's in the frickin' base. She's attacking tier 3. Get there, NaVi.
He's hitting tier 3s already, man.
Archon's like,
nobody
you gotta
in
be freaking kidding me here. He's stumbling up, and it's just alright. The damage is getting done. This tier 3 is almost down to half of its life. That's gotta be so disheartening right now for NaVi.
Gonna say, tier 3 is getting hit. In the meantime, tier 1s at mid haven't gone down, or nor at top.
Uh-oh, so Nico.
Solo kill maybe.
No, he's gonna step back. Doesn't know, and you know, wagers that maybe TPs are coming in, which he is correct about. Look at this, Phobos has stepped away from Mother's home on the bottom lane, comes, peeks in mid lane, and says, I don't like it. Heads all the way back to the bottom. Oh, where Axmo is. Which we, you know, he's been, I mean, poor Axmo here on the Darkseer. I mean, because of the struggle that's happened there in the bottom lane, he has really been a non-factor this game. I was gonna say I haven't seen a vacuum wall, but that's because he doesn't have wall yet. Clairvoyance, he hasn't been able to level it up. He's still trying to get the catch-up levels on the like vacuum first, but he needs more time, and there's just not going to be the time for him. I mean, I guess by the time he has it, he's going to need it because high ground defense is going to be in order here for NaVi.
He's struggling this game, and I just wanted to go back to what happened at mid with G using his combo with the tornado as well as the EMP. He didn't commit the urn. He didn't invoke up the quas with the cold snap. I think VP actually recognized that NaVi, they like to TP react a lot. And I'm going to go so far to say that they're doing some of these things to specifically bait it out.
Yeah.
Case, this is a really, really brilliant strategic move. Not only do they lose nothing but like a little bit of mana and something, but they force a whole bunch of TPs and have all of these heroes on NaVi that can't react, and now they just got double cycle and double.
Oh, and they might be in a bit of a bad position here. EMP. I love that they're able to just easily sidestep. They're going to force NaVi away from their precious tombstone, and they're just so disoriented. They're going to have to just move back as a group. And you're right. I mean, it just seems like Virtus.Pro are easily able to dictate where the fight's going to be, and at their will. They'll just pinch and poke here, play with the bear a bit of NaVi, and they know that he'll react and put themselves all into one fight. And next thing you know, you got a spider creeping into your base, and they go take advantage of that. They're going to come in elsewhere and get a pick off on a lone support. And for NaVi, they need to try to find themselves 2 steps ahead of that, but I don't foresee it happening soon. What is the follow-up here for NaVi to come back into this one? Dendi has a Sage, so he's kind of at least got more health to survive, but no damage is really going to be coming out from their team. Look at Dityarod, still has just boots, bottle, and a wand. I mean, he's holding about 2k of gold. But
I think he's going to go for Blink and just replace 2-3 position, Blink, Shackle, Winner type of thing, but isn't enough at bottom lane.
Yeah, they just throw out a long ball tornado, get the catch, and Darkseer has no chance at all. He's down, he does have a buyback here. Denny going to be caught with a Fiend's Grip EMP. Is Ori going to be on the mark, and Denny is going to be taken out of the fight. Laguna, though, on the FNG, gets alive with the help of the Brain Snap. They're able to step forward and raise down G at this point, and Virtus.Pro are like, okay, maybe we can't do this fight without all of our team. They try to go in as like a 3-man hit squad. They end up taking down 2 though, so it's a worthy mission, I suppose. But without having the Dazzle around, and of course without having Silence Gyrocopter, the fight isn't as easy as they'd hoped for.
Yeah, Silent was like the stacking / farming agents in the time, and a little bit miscoordination coming out of VP. Of course, they do a pretty bad kill. They knew they could get it with the Orchid, so at least they committed for it.
Nice quick cancel, Dendi. Oh, he needs more. He's not going to get it. He's going to go down. Phobos comes out and just ruins his day. Dendi is out 40 seconds, no buyback. Virtus.Pro might be able to just kind of press themselves into this bottom lane. It looks like they're just doing with all lanes. I didn't even notice, but they have not even really touched top tier 1. Silent's finally doing work on it now, but it just has not been necessary to this point. Silent just been forming up that top lane in jungle, and we know what DK Phobos has been doing on the other part of the map. Really, NaVi just kind of getting spread thin at this point.
It's just a really tough situation, especially for Axmal here. Gonna keep trying to shell out the wave, but Not enough. DK Phobos does not only too much damage, has the 300 damage execute on the spawn spider lanes, and there we go. Keeps doing the same thing, mid ladder repeat at bottom. They're just holding 100% map control here. I think they always need Dandy maximum bottom here just to deal with the spider push. And of course they'll lose out on the other parts of the map because they're investing cores via the Broodmother, overfarm Broodmother, but I guess they have alternative.
Phobos does eat a raise on the way over. Notices that Dendy kind of looks at him. Yeah, and it's like those little reads just give so much bits of information. As DK Phobos rushes by and sees that Dendy's trying to turn towards him with an auto attack, it's like, okay, there's a sentry up there. Lesson learned. I'm not going to go there again. I'm going to pass that info along to FNG/Lil, and they'll be able to take care of it. I mean, all meanwhile, they obviously have, thanks to someone like DK Phobos, space has been put out so that they can easily get up this Roche. Silent now has his Aegis, and as soon as he's able to finish out what looks like, does he have the full thing? Well, he has the Yasha, it looks like. BKB is also on the way. I think that's all VP could really ask for at this point, and they might be able to close this game out sooner than later.
Look at the Yara. Look at his image.
Let's see, what's this guy got? That's a Shadow Blade. Okay.
And that's a gem as well.
You don't see that every day.
This is their comeback. Yeah. Putting all their marbles on this guy. If he can find the Broodmother, they get a huge kill and then finally able to push out the lanes. Even then, they're still going up against the Aegis Gyrocopters, sure. Without taking the fight, they need some map control and they need to kill the
Wind Ranger Extermination Service. This is the test for it. They see each other. He's going for the Shackle, and they're going to get it here possibly. Oh, Laguna, and the power shot's going to be enough. So, hey, Shadowblade Gem gets him a little bit of loving right there. 781 bounty gold from that, plus I'm sure just some additional net worth for being so far behind, and it looks like just that kill is nearly a 2K gold swing.
Exactly. That's, again, was pretty much the setup for their comeback mechanic. Finally able to walk up the lanes a little bit, and they're going to try to... No, this TP at top would have been absolutely asinine.
It was so Nico, too. I'm like, dude, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah. Huge rocket barrage, literally.
NaVi may be in trouble mid lane here. What a tornado!
Oh, dear,
that was a nice catch. EMP with the feed script, he's going down, and that gem is going down with him. And, gee, thank you very much, I'll take that. And they're not going to be able to get this tier 1 mid lane. Man, what a tornado. He just predicted that easy movement out.
Yeah, that was definitely a nice tornado there, but honestly, I'm surprised that they went for that in the first place. They should realize against the Aegis and the fact that they lost tier 1. Now they don't have vision. They don't know where all the heroes of VP are. They can't go for any aggressive moves, even Broodmother being down. And I guess with Brood being down, that it's like their best chance kind of thing, but no, they don't have too many options right now. They just have to wait until see some of the long-range playmakers like the Emperor and Bane, and might even have to wait for the Broodmother to come back and close herself to her or something. But that tier 1 is absolutely a no-no right.
Oh, this is... He might die. He just runs in there. G has no respect right now for that Lena and just shows up and just likes to put a world of hurt onto her. Not enough to take her down, obviously, but does force out a mech, force out some cautious play here, including a tombstone from NaVi. Virtus.Pro just happy to continue to do those kind of things. They just mess with NaVi a bit and force him to do stuff to their advantage. And now they can just kind of stall out a bit and then move on forward. Without a gem, I mean, they're really going to be in the dark at this point. And we'll look over the vision now. NaVi don't have much of it, just a little bit of breathing room at this top lane where a tier 2 still stands, but outside of that, things are going to continue to get a bit more grim. Phobos, man, he's still king of net worth. What a showing from him on this Broodmother. That is the definition of a Broodmother game if I ever saw one. Just took over the whole bottom part, got that early creep in of a tier 2 tower, and is now just a serious problem here. And with that, Virtus.Pro, looks like they're going to get an easy tier 2 tower. NaVi's still pushing in. They want to get their second tower of the game, and they will get it in the top tier 1. And just simply farm what they can on these cores until it's absolutely necessary to come back and defend, which will probably be in the next minute, if not now.
VP, yeah, beeline down towards bottom because they know they did a lot of damage. Shackle goes out, but nothing left.
Tornado EMP, only connecting on the art style. EP will be off the mark. Virtus.Pro will step back and reposition, waiting for the next creep wave here. And then probably give it another college try. I mean, Silent still is sporting this Aegis here, but it looks like he's going to step off and finish out a BKB. You know, it's essential. He has the reliable Yasha for now, but it looks like if they can farm it fast, they might be able to still have the Aegis and utilize that.
Yeah, I think at the very least, he definitely wants to finish BKB. Vegas will probably expire. I mean, got like another 30-40 seconds left, and even then, with the BKB, they can still probably push. I think right now for him, BKB probably gives him more, I don't want to say more life. It's probably just better for him than 2 lives. BKB would probably give us 3 or 4 lives or something.
Oh yeah. It's pretty heavy magic damage, kind of a lineup coming out from NaVi too, so we'll put them in a great position here. NaVi, with what little room they got, they're gonna try their best to hold it here. Early sentries even coming out for Soniko as they migrate as a team here. Pretty much the whole team with the exception of their Darkseer up to this top lane. They're on the prowl. They're looking to put that Ditya Shadowblade back to use once more. But what they don't know on the other side is going to be FNG, and even G here, Ghost Walked. He could, oh, they're going to get it down. He could do a long ball tornado here and get a big catch at that choke point, but he's holding it. He's waiting to get the connection for now. They step back, they'll see Soniko, they'll take him down. Axmo's like, guys, I got the wall vacuum. It's a pretty good one. FNG could be in trouble here. He gets the grave help from Lil. And Virtus.Pro looking to step their way out from this. Now, all the meanwhile, by the way, Broodmother's going into the base, so that's a big problem. But NaVi continue to fight up at the top lane. They've already lost 2. And Denny's like, we got to get the hell back. Him and Axmo looking to step out. Can they cancel at least 1 TP? Yeah, oh my god. If he didn't stop an auto attack and instant tornado, it would have been a cancel on the Ditya, and that would have been death for him. But it's okay. Phobos steps in. He does some work. The tier 3 goes down. He forces the rest of NaVi back, and it's another solid trade there for Virtus.Pro.
In from the side there, providing with some aerial assistance in case Phobos does need it. I actually feel like if NaVi went on Phobos there, he would have BKB'd and probably turned on them, and if Simon came in time, they would have wiped him too. So NaVi should be glad. They don't realize this, but they're probably very glad that they didn't get a bad engagement going on.
Yeah, things definitely could have been a lot worse for NaVi. But G is now a man on a mission here with that gem. He is just tracking out any additional vision. He will now see the sentry on the low ground and does not want to press himself too close. Oh, swing and a miss on that tornado. Maybe was anticipating Ditya to step back, and he will guess wrong on that one, but still just kind of continuing to show NaVi that they are in the neighborhood, like sharks in the water pretty much, surrounding their base, and NaVi just kind of need to second guess where their commitments are going to have to go, and do not want to overstretch their boundaries here.
In the meantime, I think it does recognize a nice ward that was just placed, I believe, by FNG. So the tier 2 top there, and yeah, they're gonna be able to push tower mostly for free. And if they get it, oh, the NaVi smoke that just got.
Oh no, they went to make a move in here for FNG. They're gonna run into the tornado, and now they're gonna get a big feed strip off FNG. Almost going down, but the grave is gonna keep him alive. They're able to take down Soniko. They take down Ditya. Archstyle to be next here. Looks like he's dropped 3 down. From the side of NaVi, there is a buyback available for Ditya. It's going to be an expensive one, but Virtus.Pro know what needs to be done at this point. They want to close the series out 2-0 and secure their spot to that land final, and it looks like they're going to be able to here. They start heading their way towards the bottom lane where the Rax is already exposed, and they begin going to work. There's that buyback from Ditya here. Axmo, he's got to land one hell of a vacuum wall. Then he's got to get one hell of a couple of raises. Doesn't have Requiem. Oh no. Then he loses his mana, gets cold snapped up, and he actually has to go heal up now. Oh, not that shackle. Not happening. Oh man. Not looking good for NaVi. Looking great for
not so
Pro.
much. Of course, Simon's just gonna go back top and finish where he left off. Take care of that tier 2. I imagine VP are very wary of the rope spawn timer, which is to begin. That happens, I think they'll take it slow for a bit. There's even a nice double damage waiting for them at top, and once they secure that, probably head themselves into the pit, or in that general vicinity where they grab the Aegis base and engage.
No, for sure. It's just going to be a rinse and repeat what we saw before. They just have Phobos kind of mess with NaVi a bit in those side lanes, and then take that opportunity to move in and take the Roche for themselves. So we'll see. They have all the time in the world as they wait back, but you know, better to play safe than sorry. You risk throwing this game away, then next thing you know, you're stuck in a game 3. NaVi pull out some crazy pocket strat, and now you are stuck working through the last chance bracket. But huge advantage still holds for Virtus.Pro, 15k or so plus. At that same moment, G gets a solo pick off here onto Ditya so
it's
Nico was
not
looking to
done.
come in and help out, but he finds himself now in trouble, dishes out what he can, but it's not going to be nearly enough. And that may be it. I mean, Ditya is now out, no buyback. He had to, you know, spend it before. So this is 2 members of NaVi now out.
I want to point out his build though. All that DK Phobos gets a nice and easy kill on art style. Simple orchid into right clicks. And yeah, Invoker's got a Desolator. Very puppy build. It's working this game, yes. I mean, I feel like anything he bought after the orc. I guess the Desolator helps him get Roche as well, and right click buildings down faster.
Yeah. Can't help but feel like a little bit maybe a bit of a confidence grab. Like, yeah, we're pretty far ahead. I can grab a Deso. And now he has an Aegis to go with it. And this could be it. The final defense for NaVi here. They'll have all 5. All cooldowns will be ready to go here without some sort of big hold. They will find themselves quickly in the last chance bracket. We'll see if they're going to be able to hold or not. I mean, what would be the sieging game plan here for Virtus.Pro? They don't need to really commit as 5. Is it spread everyone up? Have G kind of creep in from one side, have DK Phobos work on the other? It's probably the most efficient way for them to close it out.
Go and split, but looks like Dendy's gonna get caught out here, so...
Yeah, Dendy making his own opportunities here for Virtus.Pro. He just steps in, gets poked down a bit. Vincere gonna hold him through the BKB. He's gonna be able to get off the Requiem now, which does force down the Aegis from G. Turns back, he's making to go on Phobos. Phobos is gonna be going down. He's out. Silent though. Charges in. BKB is gonna be able to get some kills here. That flat cannon goes to work, and he's got a triple just like that. Buyback's gonna be forced out now from your Undying, and well, the racks start to go down here in the bottom lane. Dendy back for more, but not back to be able to stop them from taking racks. Virtus.Pro now make their move towards the mid lane. This may be the beginning of the end. NaVi need to make another move. They're advancing on 4, no more wall, but a vacuum. Vacuum pulls them in. Dendy looking to step in, maybe get up a raise. It's not happening here. He gets thrown up into a bit of a tizzy. And now they run with a cold snap, with an Urn, with a rocket barrage. He is out. Buyback's available. Will he use it? Man, he better. But I think they may know that this one is going to be over.
Looks like with the second Max is falling, they just don't have the tools. Okay, Windrunner's gonna spawn, and maybe Dendy will buy back and go for the last pitch up. Let's see.
Virtus.Pro step back as the TPs come in, and doesn't look like they're going to get a catch. Laguna on the G, but again, he will shrug that one off. It's still only that level 1 Laguna, even though she is level 11? I'm not too sure what that's about, but it's not going to be enough to do a lot of damage against Virtus.Pro here, so they're going to be back on defensive duty here, but that is 2 sets of racks down. Virtus.Pro now 1 racks away from Megas and assuring their spot at the LAN.
Of course, a 20k gold lead and a 20 EXP plus on top of those racks is, yeah, with the Laguna being level 1, of course, probably a misclick or great die in the area of the fight. Just kill something immediately. But respawns now, still has the 1k gold because he didn't buy back. They didn't for a last ditch effort. I really thought they would. They just want to hold out for the time being, and maybe it's experience, I don't know. Pretty much dead. No outs game. He's walking out now, and I think he's actually going to just die.
I mean, they smoke out mid while Dendy goes top in hopes that maybe they could draw attention towards him. And well, in passing, they are going to catch up with G. Dendy starts getting fought here from Phobos. Wants to pop the BKB, runs in, Requiem out, but it's not very effective. NaVi lose 2, make it 3 with Ditya now dropping. And well, before they can get a essential team wipe here, which they are about to grab right there and now, it's going to be game. NaVi go down. 0-2. Virtus.Pro, big series for them. They look damn good, and they have just secured themselves that second place finish and a spot to go to the LAN final in Belarus.
Yeah, the LAN final in Belarus, and as you mentioned, man, you know, this roster right now, I don't know if it's the bringing in of a new, fresh young blood type of thing, or talent is not exactly young blood, but